Hey everyone, welcome back to Shade Review. In today's video, we are reviewing the Moraldo by Oliver Peoples and Brunello Cucinelli. But first off, thank today's video sponsor, our own website, shadereviewstore.com, the absolute best place to buy designer sunglasses like these up to 80% off the original MSRP. Again, the website there is shadereviewstore.com. Check it out. So let's go ahead and pop these sunglasses on face and talk about the dimensions. These have 59mm lenses and a 16mm bridge. And it's the standard and only size of these sunglasses that Oliver Peoples produces these frames in, so there's not a smaller or a larger lens size. You're going to be stuck to the 59mm lens size. And these frames definitely offer that oversized 1970s aviator styling to them, which is really a cool thing. Now, as far as the exact colorway that I have on today's video, these have Oliver Peoples silver titanium frames, which look absolutely beautiful. And then the lenses here are Oliver Peoples light shale gradient lenses, which also look really, really good and classy. Now, these are a category 2 lens, and they're also a gradient here, so they are much darker here at the top than they are here at the bottom, which is relatively practical. But these category 2 lenses are definitely not going to be great for extremely bright and sunny days. It's going to be good for those kind of overcast days or days where you're wearing frames mostly in the shade. Now, there's also some beautiful, beautiful etching here on the outside temples of the frames. You can see it right into the titanium, which looks absolutely beautiful. And then if we take a look here at the top of the frame, we can see a leather bar here, right here at the top. And it's actually not a sweat bar. It's basically just there for styling purposes. And it definitely looks really, really interesting. And Oliver Peoples also does produce these frames with an acetate bar here up at the top versus the leather bar. Now, if you're debating getting a pair with a leather bar or an acetate bar, I'd probably say if you want it to last a very long time, go ahead and get the acetate one, because that's going to probably last forever. Where here the leather bar, you know, you got to kind of take care of it a little bit more than the acetate. But I really do think the leather looks really, really classy, and actually classier than the acetate. So definitely some pros and cons as far as that goes. Now, something that's really incredible about these frames is the weight. These frames come in at 20 grams, and as you can see, they look really big and bold, and the fact they're 20 grams is absolutely incredible. And that's thanks to their polymer lenses. So these are not all glass lenses. These are a CR39 lens. That weight savings is thanks to their CR39 lens. So these are not an all glass lens. And if they were an all glass lens, it would completely ruin the balance of these frames, because the lenses would be so big here with the 59mm lenses, and the frames are so light with titanium, it just wouldn't work out at all. So they definitely had to be CR39. Now, the biggest complaint with CR39 is it's not quite as crisp and clear as all glass, even though they're still very, very clear. And then also you're going to have a worse scratch resistance as well, so you're definitely going to be prone to more scratching with their polymer lenses. Like I said, there's absolutely no way to make this pair of frames with all glass lenses and these super lightweight titanium frames. Now, if we move down to the temples, we can actually see these beautiful acetate temples, which look really, really nice and classy. And we can see a little embedded Oliver Peoples logo here on the outside of the left, and then here on the outside of the right, we can see a little embedded Brunello Cucinelli shield there for authentication purposes. Even though these do have CR39 lenses, they actually have the Oliver Peoples breed logo on them. It's just much harder to see than it would be if it was a pair of all glass lenses. But if you put these kind of like in the freezer and then you breathe on them, you can definitely see those logos there for authentication purposes. And you can even see it if you don't put them in the freezer. But this is something that's relatively new for Oliver Peoples, to be even including the Breve logo on CR39 lenses. Historically, they only put those on all glass lenses, so definitely something interesting and to kind of keep your eye on. And these frames also do have fully adjustable nose rests, so you can actually completely bend these and give them a complete full adjustment to your face. And they do have a little BC logo. Now, if we take a look at the inner right temple of the frames, we can see they do say Brunello Cucinelli, and then the inner right ear rest of the frames, they say made in Japan. Now, if we move down to the outside left ear rest, we can see they say titanium, and they also have the Luxottica information on there as well. And then if we take a look at the lower bridge, we can see it does say a 5916 etched in there, which of course stands for the lens size and the bridge width of these frames. Now, as far as coverage from the sun goes, unfortunately these frames do not offer very good coverage from the sun. So here up top we can see there's a massive gap that lets sunlight in unprotected. Then here on the side again, there's an absolutely massive gap that does let sunlight in unprotected. But the back side of the lenses are treated with an anti-reflective material, which is going to help reduce sunlight coming in and bouncing off the lens at an angle. But either way, these are just not a very practical pair of frames, because because of the really bad coverage here. So definitely keep that in mind when buying a pair of these frames. Now, also keep in mind these frames are going to run you $699, so definitely a very expensive pair of sunglasses. So this pair of frames definitely is not going to be for everybody, but I still really do like these and appreciate them for what they are. They are a very bold and loud pair of frames that are still very lightweight, and they look really classy and nice with the beautiful etching here on the titanium frames, and Japanese handcrafted material is just really good as well. We do have these available on our website for a substantial discount off the MSRP though, which definitely helped justify the price a little bit more with those big discounts on shadereviewstore.com. So if you are interested in picking a pair, make sure to check out our website, shadereviewstore.com. But overall, I think these are a really good looking pair of frames. I think you guys are definitely going to like these, and I really do like almost every single pair of the All People's Brunello Cucinelli collaboration. They're just absolutely knocking it out of the park and just really classy and nice stuff. Well, that's all I got for guys in this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to give me a big thumbs up down below, and of course, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and then you'll be notified every single time I upload a brand new video just like this one to our YouTube channel. Again, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one.